Welcome to Momentum Training Solutions' session on working across cultures. If you work with stakeholders from around the globe, have partners in a global work environment, or are traveling to another culture as part of work, then this program is for you. We usually start the program with a discussion around what is culture. This allows us to understand organizational as well as cultures of various countries. For instance, cultures are usually made up of certain building blocks, and as participants, you get to understand what they are, such as sets of commonly held values, or an integrated system of learned behavior patterns that would be characteristic of the members of any given society. We often say that culture is like an iceberg. You only see about 10% of it above the waterline. The behavior in a particular culture is usually visible. But to truly understand a culture, we need to go beneath the waterline or beneath the surface and understand perceptions, attitudes, values, and beliefs that make a culture that have been reinforced through stories, symbols, rituals, and traditions. In our session on cross-culture, we focus on understanding other global cultures. The intention is to adapt to the working style of other cultures and not really adopt their practices. This is especially useful when working with clients, stakeholders, or colleagues from other global cultures. We use a multitude of methodologies to bring out the learning in such a session. For instance, we use group brainstorming activities where participants as well as the facilitator share positive and negative experiences of working with people from across various cultures. We understand that cultural beliefs drive behavior, which in turn affects the way we communicate. Hence, we focus on best practices in global communication, such as good practices on email, over the telephone, over audio and video conferences that allow you to ensure that you're not offending anybody in the process of working with them, and ensuring that you're also maintaining harmonious workplace relationships in a global environment. We also use studies like the Trompenaar and Turner model, as well as results of surveys, which allows us to gain an insight into the way our global stakeholders think. This allows us to ensure that we communicate with them in a manner that's easy for them to assimilate as well as understand. An interesting cultural difference is the way we manage time. Many cultures, especially in the East, tend to be polychronic. Example, India. They view time as cyclical and therefore can be more flexible about it, whereas cultures in the West tend to be more monochronic, and hence see time as a valuable commodity. They also see time as once lost can never be regained, and hence when working with them in business, it's important to keep commitments and ensure the deliverables reach them on time. For our clients who work with specific cultures, we also customize the program to help participants understand how to specifically deal with certain cultures. Our sessions are highly engaging because we use a combination of video clips, games, activities, and group discussions to bring out the learning about various cultures. We hope you enjoyed this presentation. If you would like to organize a training program on cross-culture for your organization or your team, please feel free to reach out to us on the number given on your screen or send us an email as well. Thank you for listening. We hope to see you in one of our sessions very soon.